All right, what's up, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of the Duenkel Productions Podcast. This is episode 14. 14, it's my fourth favorite number, so it must be good luck because I'm going to need it tonight. I got Coach Mengel on the show with me. He was, when I was in high school, he was a football coach at Central High School. He's joining us tonight. Coach, how are you, bud?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm a little nervous. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm
14 episodes. You haven't been canceled yet. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't gotten any notices about strikes or nothing. So,
all right.
So I've been doing well.
I'm a little worried about you. It's 8:00 right now, and this is past your bedtime.
I don't have a bedtime, man.
Yeah, right.
I don't. Not anymore, man.
Don't get too loud. Mom's gonna come yell at you. Watch yourself here.
She's fine. She's fine. She already knows. She's been informed. So
all right.
She knows. But no, I want to start it off by talking a little bit about your Michigan Wolverines, what you've kind of saw from them this year, and what kind of changes do you think need to happen for them to really get back on the winning track this weekend against the Wisconsin Badgers?
Well, I see a really young team out there. It was no surprise that they're going to be doing some rebuilding this year. Unfortunately, it's been kind of painful to watch. I'm glad that they sank the boat. I didn't want to see the boat rowing over them. So they got that win against Minnesota. I think Michigan State was underrated. I think that's a pretty solid football team. And for some reason, Harbaugh's had a rough time against Michigan State and Ohio State. And that's not going to be good for him. As far as what we're seeing offensively, it's been frustrating because they got a quarterback with a cannon of an arm, and they don't let him utilize it downfield. Everything I'm watching is short little routes, and they're not utilizing the weapons that they have, especially in his arm. Defensively, Brown's a heck of a defensive coordinator. Unfortunately, they don't have the corners that they've had in the past. So when they blitz a lot, you're going to play man coverage behind because that's what you have to do. That's what he likes to do. And they don't have the speed or athleticism right now to run with those receivers. And unfortunately, they are, I don't want to say elite receivers that they've seen yet. They've seen good receivers, but not I'll say it, the Ohio State level, the Penn State level receivers that they're going to see shortly. And they're getting a lot of holding calls, a lot of pass interference calls that teams are just going to keep exploiting. So what do they need? Well, is it time to move on from Harbaugh? It might be. His recruiting hasn't been great, and who knows? Who knows? It's hard for me to say because I love the man. Love the khakis, even though he's not wearing them this year. That's all good.
Well, okay. So I'm gonna start with the things I like. So, your comment about Don Brown. That dude he's a legend. One of the best defensive coordinators I think I've seen coaching football. Love the way he goes about the game. I do agree with your point. I think Joe Milton's a very talented quarterback. I obviously watch Michigan very closely, despite being one of the biggest Ohio State fans right now. But
how's that bandwagon going for you? Good?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good, but
good.
But no, Michigan, I've watched them closely this year, and I agree with a lot of what you were saying. They don't really utilize the deep passing, especially when you have an athlete like Ronnie Bell. I think Ronnie Bell is a pretty good receiver in college football. I think he's one of the best in the Big Ten. I would throw him up there with Olave and probably Garrett Wilson, and I know Penn State's got some guys as well that are up there. But yeah, they should push the ball downfield more. I think obviously this week is going to be a huge test for them because Wisconsin has a really good defense. I don't think it's as good as it has been in years past, but Wisconsin defenses traditionally are usually top 10 in the NCAA. So obviously that's going to be a thing to look for. I will say this: Harbaugh, like you said, he struggles against in rivalry games, again in big games per se.
Yeah.
I don't think it's so much on coaching. I think it's just part that the Big Ten is such a talented conference. I mean, I would argue it's the best in America.
No, watch yourself. Your ACC fans are going to get upset here, or SEC fans.
Yeah, I know. People have heard me say this, and I truly agree with it because the Big Ten, they have. I mean, obviously, you look at the East Division. You have Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan State. Those four teams, let alone in the past decade, have been top tier programs. I mean, there's no one better than those four outside of maybe LSU, Alabama, Auburn obviously is up there as well. But the Big Ten, they're the best conference. I mean, obviously, I think really what it is with Ohio State, I think Ohio State has just had better football teams over the past few years.
The Big Ten SEC discussion, I think the top to bottom, Big Ten's better. It's hard to say that the top teams in the SEC aren't better than the top teams in the Big Ten because look at championships, right? And I know you're Mr. Ohio State, but ever since the college football playoffs have started, what's more important, being in the playoffs or winning your conference?
Being in the playoffs.
Okay, so who cares how many Big Ten championships you have?
Right.
I would say, okay, Ohio State has one, right? One championship.
Yep.
Okay, great, they're up, right? But for the most part, what have they done outside of that one championship run that lets them be in the conversation with Clemson, Alabama?
That's fair. That's a really fair point. I mean, like you were saying, it's really like those are clearly the two best. I think I really don't see any other conference coming close to that level of the SEC and the Big Ten. I do see your point about the national championships. You know, I get that college football playoff appearances, obviously. But Michigan, I don't think should move on from Harbaugh yet. But no, going back to your point about the SEC, so you would take the top. Let's say, would you take Georgia, Florida, Auburn, Alabama over Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan, and Wisconsin?
Hold on, give me those again. Georgia,
Florida.
I won't take Florida anywhere. Florida's inconsistent.
Auburn's
inconsistent.
Alabama.
I'll take Alabama over anyone any day. Penn State, Michigan. Michigan's inconsistent. They're out. Penn State never wins the big one. Ohio State always has one choke game a year. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I noticed.
Honestly, they always have one.
Dude, I noticed it. You want to know why? Because every year it's against the team that someone I know likes. So then I have to hear about it. Adams became a Boiler fan for about 3 weeks.
You want to know the problem with you, Dunk? You run your mouth, and it comes back to haunt you.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Just
and what was the other one gave me? Michigan State? No, I would take Wisconsin over Michigan State.
Wisconsin, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Ohio State.
The problem with Wisconsin is they're a perennial top 10 team, which is fantastic.
Right.
I don't think because of demographics where they're at, I don't think they'll ever be a perennial top 4 team. They get solid football players that turn out to be solid NFL players, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That elite talent, Wisconsin doesn't have the brand to pull that in.
Okay. That's interesting. I like the Mertz kid. What do you think of Mertz? I like him.
Is that quarterback?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
you
him.
like him because he had one good game against the Illini.
Dude,
Look at that. You're on the bandwagon already.
No, I'm not on the bandwagon. I didn't say I
Yeah.
love him. I didn't say
No,
he's a
you're on
goat.
it. Look
I
at
said
that.
I
He had
like him.
one game against the Illini. It was like 7-on-7 for him against their scout team, the Illini. Let's get him against. And I'm not saying Michigan's going to be that competition for him. Who knows, right? But let's get him into this schedule a little bit more before we crown him the next second coming
So you think
of John Navarre.
what do you think about that game? How do you think? Who do you
Which
think
one?
wins that? Michigan, Wisconsin. Who do you think wins that game?
Is that the big house this year?
Yeah, prime time.
So typically, in the last 5-6 years, Harbaugh's years,
Mm-hmm.
it seems whoever's home wins. But Wisconsin's been off for 2 weeks now.
Yep, 2 weeks.
Got to heal up. Who knows how much practice time they had? I'm not sure. I think this is one of those games where it'll make or break Michigan's season. I can see them getting fired up, ready to play. They lose this one, they lose 3 straight. You might see a coaching change in the middle of the season. But I have to stick with my guys. Go blue. Michigan's got to win this thing. That, and it's a nightmare going to school after Michigan loses to Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, I know. Here's the thing: is I'm an Ohio State fan, but I know how you feel.
No. Say it right. You're a bandwagon fan.
Okay, I'm a bandwagon Ohio
There
State.
it is. There it is, everyone.
I don't understand what it is with you and all the boys ripping on me for being a bandwagon.
Because you like the teams with the great players. That's it.
Hey, at least I'm not an Alabama fan, all right?
You probably would be.
No.
If you didn't have a personal connection to Ohio State, you probably would be.
No, I mean, I got respect for Saban. I think he's the greatest college coach ever.
Wow. You like to throw around the greatest.
I love it.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I've thrown that word your way before, so
Yeah.
feel honored.
Overrated.
No, but I think this weekend, I think you're right. It's a make or break game for Michigan. I think they're going to win it. For me, it's hard to see Wisconsin after being off for 2 weeks, not really knowing who's going to be out and how much practice time they've had. I don't.
Right.
I don't.
But they'll be hungry for a game. They've seen each other too long now, so that's another element you got to throw in there.
Yeah, I mean, and it's at the big house too. I mean,
but it's not. I mean, it's not the big house this year. It's not Camp Randall this year. It's not the Shoe this year. They're just kind of places now.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. Like, do you find it weird watching a game without fans in the stands? Like, do you find
it's
it weird?
completely awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's so weird. Like, I just like watching like the Penn State Ohio State game the other week.
Yeah.
Without the whiteout, it was so weird to me. Like I was like, this does not feel like an Ohio State Penn State type game. Like, obviously, I mean, prime time too. So,
right.
I don't think Harbaugh gets fired though midseason. I really don't. I honestly think Michigan's only loss the rest of the year is going to be Ohio State. I think.
I don't know. Penn State always plays them tough historically. Rutgers is not terrible this year.
Yeah.
Maryland's not bad, right? I mean, yeah.
They got Tua's brother.
Right.
Tua's little brother. He's pretty good. I don't know if you've watched any of them, but he's
I've seen a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Your jerseys are throwing me off back there.
What?
I thought for sure you're going to have one on tonight.
No, I usually try and keep like a hoodie or like just normal clothes. I don't.
Or a chunk of dairy on your head.
Okay. No, but but yeah, actually going off of that,
Uh-oh.
that cheese head's like 2.5 years old. So that thing's super special to me. My cousin Mark gave it to me. So that
So
thing.
question for you about that cheese head. You got it right there? There were a lot of things going on social media. Yeah, that's what I need to see. I need to see that side. Turn it around. Yeah. Keep going. There you go. Okay. There were a lot of things going on social media about you. We all said that your head wouldn't fit into a normal cheese head. That you had to carve it out.
No, it's normal. Freaking ridiculous. That's probably you and Rivard that led that.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You and Rivard and me on Twitter. You guys
You know, I don't even know if Rivard still has that stash. He better. He's probably Mr. Beard now, all cool.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I saw him one in the past like couple months, but we both had masks on. So no, but so couple of questions for you NFL wise. I don't know if you've been watching a whole lot. I mean, I know obviously
it's been hit or miss this year. Just the craziness of COVID, the craziness of 2 children, not being able to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I try to commit myself to it Saturday or Sunday, and I like college more. You know that.
Yes.
My NFL knowledge is going to be a little limited here. I did my Packers research. That's all that matters.
All right. So, what do you think about the Packers this year?
Packers most overrated team in the NFL.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
They've got, what are they, 6-2?
Yeah.
6-2. They lost to the Buccaneers and they lost to the Vikings, which was a beautiful game. Correct? Loved it.
Yeah, you got to rip on me.
That Buccaneers game too. I saw number 12 on his back.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm not talking about the GOAT number 12 either. Okay, so here we go. Vikings are 3-5. Lions are 3-5. Saints quality win 6-2. Falcons 3-6. Texans 2-6. Niners 4-5. Combined 21-29 on the teams that they beat. They have beaten, with the exception of the Saints, I'll give you the Saints, terrible teams.
That's fair. That's fair.
When they played a good team in the Buccaneers, they got exposed. And they got exposed against the Vikings. Because I don't think the Vikings are that bad.
No, I don't think so either.
They've been in every game. They're just not winning it. They remind me a lot of the Lions. So in terms of this 6-2 start, awesome. Good job. You're going to win the NFC North again this year. Woo, yay. Let me ask you, what's more important, winning the NFC North or winning the Super Bowl?
Winning the Super Bowl, without question.
What have you done for me lately, Aaron Rodgers?
Not much.
Nothing.
Not much.
He's done nothing.
So
6-2, great. Gets all the fanboys excited. Gets the jerseys on. Gets the trash talk. Bears still suck. Haven't even played the Bears yet. We'll see how that goes. But 6-2, good job. That looks really nice. What it allows people to do is on Twitter is share this if your team's still undefeated. You did that for a few weeks in a row, and then, well, the Buccaneers hit you.
Hey, I had to deal with Adam sending me a GIF of Aaron Rodgers doing the discount double check and doing discount double pick six.
Yeah,
that was
and he
fun.
probably blamed his linemen and his receivers, knowing him.
No, I mean, on the show after that, I obviously had to deal with Jake Mueller, big Tom Brady guy, probably one of the biggest Brady fans I know.
That's why he should be on this show tonight. I'm a little upset.
Jake, if you're watching this, next time we get Mengel on the show, you got to be
I was really hoping to be able to talk sports tonight, but instead I got to talk to you.
I mean, hey, at least At least my team is 6-2.
What does that mean?
They're 6-2. I don't
They're
know.
going to win the North. They'll get a cool little flag, right? A cool little banner. They'll go into the playoffs. Round 1. They might get a bye. Then they play against a team who's hot, and, well, they'll lose.
You think we don't even win a playoff game?
Nope. Book it. I know you like to steal that from other talk shows. So book it. Not one playoff game.
Well,
If they get a bye.
Really?
Yeah. If they're in the wild card, they'll get a win.
Okay. Yeah,
They'll be home.
that's a fair point. I mean, so let me just say this. All right, I'm going to put it into context for you. I am one of the biggest diehard Packer fans you probably know. And I will straight up tell you that we are of the top 4 teams that can make to the Super Bowl, but I don't have as much confidence right now. And here's why. Okay, we struggle against teams that can run the football and that have good defensive fronts.
Yep.
If we play the Saints, if we play the Buccaneers, if we play Philadelphia even, we might even struggle with them. We play them later. Obviously if we play the Bears in the playoffs, anything like that, they have a good front. They have obviously, they're going to make the game condense. They're going to condense the game, keep Aaron off the field. Obviously, when you talk about Tampa Bay, New Orleans, you got to talk about, Drew Brees and Tom Brady, along with, obviously, their supporting cast, Michael Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, Alvin Kamara, and obviously Evans, Godwin, Gronk, Antonio Brown, and Ronald Jones for Tampa. So I don't have confidence right now that the Packers are going to make the Super Bowl. I think, I kind of agree with you. I think we're going to be standard Green Bay. We're going to win
You
a
forgot
playoff.
a team.
Who did I forget?
Seahawks.
Seahawks don't scare me.
Seahawks always seems to have the Packers number.
But their defense is so bad this year. They're so bad. They're 31st or 32nd in every statistical category.
What's their record right now, though?
6-2.
Oh, and let's see here. Let me pull up my old app here. Hold on.
Oh, boy.
Let me see here. Duenkel, I'm freezing out here, man.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I'm in shorts right now, so I feel it.
I always am. You know that. Standings. Here we go. Here we go. I don't care about them. Here we go. Seahawks, 6-2. Who have they beaten? Lost to the Bills. Bills are good.
Yeah, Bills are really good.
Lost to the Cardinals in overtime.
Cardinals are a great team.
Can actually beat the Vikings. That's good.
Barely.
Beat the Dolphins, Cowboys, Patriots, Falcons. Yep. Seahawks are better.
How?
Because I said so.
Okay, so let me explain to you why Seattle doesn't scare me. So
okay, break it down for me.
So Seattle, when they've beaten us in the past, they've had a dominant they've had a dominant running game and a dominant defense, and they don't have really either. It's called let Russ cook, throw the ball to DK, Tyler Lockett, David Moore, and the boys, and score 40 plus again.
Where are they in rushing?
Probably
right
middle
now.
of the pack. Probably, if I had to guess.
Doesn't this tell me rankings and stats? This is a terrible app, Dunk.
What app are you even?
You gotta
using?
get. I'm not gonna sell another product on your thing here. Here we go. Team stats. There we go.
They don't have a dominant run game. They just don't. So let Russ cook, man. That's what what's his name says. Cowherd.
Where is rushing attempts? They're averaging 5 yards a carry, man.
Okay, but like,
That means you run twice, you got a first down.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but Seattle doesn't have a defense. Like Aaron's gonna carve that defense apart.
Okay. Are you saying the Packers have a defense?
They don't.
Have you watched these games?
We got a better defense than they do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Looks like you played really tough opponents there, buddy.
No, okay. So I'm just saying this, okay? Our secondary is better than Seattle's. Our secondary.
Okay.
Jair, Kevin King, Savage, Amos are better than Seattle's secondary. So we have the skill set in the back end to compete with, the likes of. I don't think you can neutralize DK Metcalf, but you could slow him down. I mean, he's on my fantasy team. Shout out to DK. He's putting in work for me. First place in the league. Dad, if you're watching this, haha, you're losing.
Dunk, what's your team name?
What's my team name?
Yeah.
I believe it's the official B Dunk, something like that.
It's pretty boring.
Oh, yeah, I know. A lot of
your branding next year.
Yeah, I know. Well, that was what I was originally going to call this thing before I was going to call my channel before I started talking with other people about it. Shout out to Jake Mueller for the name, though. He came up with that. Shout out. But no, yeah, Green Bay, they're going to be the same old Green Bay. They'll win a playoff game.
Yep, get you excited about them going in the playoffs and lose.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say this. If we play Tampa, that's probably the team I'm most scared of is Tampa.
Do you want to know what Green Bay needs to win
Let's hear it.
Super Bowl?
Let's hear it. I'm curious.
It's really simple. It's really simple.
What's up?
They need a Heisman Trophy winner from Michigan.
Oh, man.
The last 2 Super Bowls they won. Who they have on their team?
Desmond Howard, Charles Woodson.
Check. Okay. So, with that logic, you need to figure out in your mind: do you like the Packers more, or do you like the Buckeyes more?
The Packers, without question.
Okay. So now you need to drop the Buckeyes, and you gotta be a Wolverine fan because the success of your Packers depend on the Heisman Trophy winners of Michigan.
I'm not becoming a Wolverine fan.
Okay.
You want to know how badly?
Then you're not going to see them win a Super Bowl again in your lifetime.
Okay, but let me explain something to you. You want to know how badly I get ripped on for being an Ohio State fan? Switching from the Badgers
Ohio State's the
to
root of all
Ohio
these.
State. And
No. You're going to be like Darth Vader. He's in the evil side for 2.5 movies. Then you get to the end. You have no idea what I'm talking about. Of Return of the Jedi, and he steps in and he helps Luke.
Okay.
Right? So he came over. He came over to the light side there at the end.
It's not happening, man. It's not.
Right.
I'm sorry.
You look better in blue. It accent your eyes a little more.
I look better in blue.
Come
on, man. I mean, my room is blue, so
there you go. You have Cub stuff.
I do.
And eventually, LeBron's going to end up at a team that wears blue. So there you go.
I don't think so.
Yeah, eventually.
No, he gonna retire in the purple and gold, I think, or he'll retire in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you won't take him back. They've burned his jersey so many times over there.
No, but I want to ask you. So LeBron, top 5 all time for you, or what?
I've been waiting for this one, buddy.
Yeah, I know you have. That's why I'm bringing it up.
LeBron is a heck of a player.
Okay.
I would be interested to see him playing in the 70s, 80s, and 90s when basketball was actually exciting.
That's fair. I know you're a big Pistons guy, obviously. Isaiah Thomas and the Bad Boys. Back then.
Yeah, I would. Okay, I would take.
Okay.
You want my top 5?
Yeah, your top 5. Let's hear it. I'm
Mike.
interested. Okay.
We don't have to discuss that, do we?
No, I'm fine with that.
Michael, I'd probably put Larry Bird.
Number 2?
No, I'm just giving you top 5. I'm giving you 5 guys, and I'll rank them in a minute. I'm writing them down as I go here.
Okay.
Magic.
Okay.
Ben Wallace. Kidding. Fear that fro.
I knew you were gonna do one.
Fear the fro. Let's see. MJ, Larry, Magic. I'm blanking on a guy. I can see him.
Kareem.
Yeah, you know what? I'd probably throw Kareem in there. Yeah, no. You know what? No.
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 The late great
No.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe's a tough one for me. Offensively, you're not going to get a better player than him in
No.
any league.
Definitely
He was
not.
unbelievable offensive player. Defensively, he was solid, but I need to stop at the end of the game. I'm putting Michael on somebody over him any day. I'm putting Chauncey Billups on somebody, or Tayshaun Prince. You know what I'm saying? He shut down Kobe. You don't. You were like 2.
That's fair. No, we talk basketball all the time. I know about the Tayshaun and Chauncey and his record against, Kobe.
You want to make that clear to your audience here?
Oh, gee. No, you say it.
You want me to?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
only player in NBA history to have a winning record against Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James is Chauncey Billups. There it is.
And I didn't believe, audience, to be honest, I didn't believe it until I looked it up, and then I was like, "Wow, he was right there."
Yep.
All right,
And
so
you know what? Most of the people listening don't even know who Chauncey Billups is.
Chauncey's a beast, man. Chauncey's a beast.
Mr. Big Shot.
Yes, sir.
He didn't have to call himself a king.
Oh,
All right.
here we go.
Dang it, Dunkel. I'm choking on names right now.
Tim Duncan.
You know what? Tim Duncan is the guy I was thinking of. Tim Duncan is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And a guy from the 60s, 70s.
Russell.
Yep. Bill Russell. Or Bill Walton.
I know my basketball, man.
Yeah.
I know my basketball.
You have that starting 5. You don't lose a game.
I bet you I can give you one better.
Let's hear it.
All right. So at point, the greatest passer of all time, LeBron James at the point guard position. At shooting guard,
John Stockton? Is that what you said?
no.
Greatest passer?
LeBron James. LeBron James, man.
Steve
Greatest
Nash?
passer. No, I love both those guys though. But no, LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, Duncan, and Kareem.
Kareem would get eaten up. Dude has no muscle on him.
Maybe, but he's got the greatest shot in the history of basketball.
Skyhook
Yeah.
that Duncan or Russell would take care of.
Okay. But what do
Larry Bird is the most unathletic looking athlete I've ever seen.
No, well, so it's funny. So high school English teacher argued Larry Bird. I'm blanking on the name. Huge Larry Bird fan. Back when I was at Central, huge Larry Bird fan.
There's a lot of high school English teachers. Was it Shem? Was it Czak?
No, it was Miss Pop.
Pop?
Yes.
Pop? I didn't know she was a big Larry Bird fan.
Yes. In her class, I would walk in with a LeBron jersey on, and she would say, Larry Bird's the GOAT or something. And she'd be like, how could you say LeBron's the greatest? I mean, you got Larry, you got Jordan, you got and she just went on and on. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. You don't mess with Pop.
No.
Mm-mm.
I mean, hey, in high school, outside of your classes, that was probably the most fun I've had in class.
Well, you know what? That's good company to hold there for me.
Yeah, I mean, your classes were GOAT status.
Duenkel, I made fun of you every hour.
You do? Really?
I did.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That was all my class was. Like, we didn't learn anything except how to make fun of Duenkel.
Dude, I heard you don't talk about me now still, do you? You don't make fun of me now.
Duenkel,
right?
The legend lives on.
The legend lives on. Jeez. No,
I mean, what other kid had a 67-yard touchdown run his senior year at homecoming?
Nobody.
There it is.
That was the GOAT moment of my life right there.
There it is.
That was it. No, that was awesome. I can't seriously, like everybody, I just can't say enough good things about it.
You probably a good trip too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I probably watch that highlight probably about once a week.
Nice.
To be honest with you. I probably watch it once a week. Mm-hmm. I still remember the day.
Get you all pumped up to go to class, I bet.
Huh. No, I'm pumped up to go to class. Nipsey hustle works for me. The marathon continues. But no, Coach, I seriously can't say enough about you coming on the show.
I'm happy to do it. Next time I want to talk actual sports with a sports fan though.
Okay. I'll get I got something in the works next time you come on the show.
All right.
I'm gonna try and get Rivard and Jake Mueller on with you and me, and we're gonna see if we can make that happen.
All right.
All right.
You want me to make some calls?
No, I'll take care of it.
You sure?
Yeah.
I can see Rivard's number right now. Ready? Rivard.
I actually have Rivard's number.
Wow, that idiot gave you your number?
Yeah, he said, quote, call me anytime. Little did he know.
So you reach out to me and I say, please stay out of my personal life.